Albin, Wojtek.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the final of the fourth Stella Artois Open 2019 here in the Klokke. We had preliminaries with over 240 matches. Yesterday, we eliminated 32 people out of 48, and the last 16 this morning got chopped off till we have these two. Player number one, first time here. And on the last 16, he was with 3 of his compatriots from Poland, Wojtek Srozynski.
Come on, boy.
And appearing for the second time in Ostend, for the second time in the Stella Artois, and for the second time in the final, defending champion Albin Ouschan. Gentlemen, good luck. And a small mention for the big guy who's been helping run this tournament for the past 4 days, our head referee, Johnny.
One red leg.
Without the keyboard. Fine.
Jawel, nog één rechtsback. Ah ja, stel op.
Good evening, everybody. We are here at the Klokke in Ostend, Belgium, for the final of the Stella Artois Open 2019. Two players involved in this final are Wojtek Srozynski from Poland and Albin Ouschan from Austria, who is the title defender. He won this tournament last year, beating Mark Gray in the final. A race to 9, altered break, 9 on the spot, and the kitchen rule is in effect.
It's going to be an exciting final, Jimmy.
Yeah, joining me here in the commentary booth is Gethin Davis. My name is Jimmy Wolrung, and together we will do the commentary of this final today.
Yeah, both these players have been very impressive once they've got their break working. Be interesting to see who can take advantage first.
And it looks like Albin is on a route for the first rack.
Yeah, that was a nice shot he played just now, leaving himself every opportunity to get shape on the 7. We'll be looking to put the 9 in the same pocket, I feel. Nicely done.
Still some people have turned up to watch this final, although it's Monday night.
It's busy downstairs.
Yeah, and there's a side event still going on the second floor. I think they're playing the semi-finals
Semis now, yeah.
It was a 50 euros buy-in, but 600 euros added money to the total price, to entry fee.
It's a nice pot for a side event.
In the image there, local player Cliff Kastelein, who made it to the semi-final, lost to Albin.
Played very well.
Yeah, just looking if he can reach the potting angle to avoid the 3-ball there or the scratch.
And as I said before, these boys get their break working well. This could be a very quick match. He's got to be aware of getting shape on the 4. And the cue ball is going to be running down towards the 3. Played that well.
Played it absolutely good. Position on the 3. He might have the slight wrong angle, so maybe he can stun it a little over to put the 4 in the center pocket or in the corner. He's looking like I'm gonna draw. Same plan.
Yeah.
Different way to play position. Albin watching him.
The epitome of coolness. Very rarely will you see an animated Albin.
Yeah, Wojtek doesn't waste much time.
Slightly over screwed that.
Maybe a bit of adrenaline.
Yeah, he
He's feeling the cloth, but he just got a little bit too much juice in it.
yeah. There was a lot of distance for the cue ball to travel, so it made it a bit more difficult to judge. However, I've seen this gentleman cut these in before now.
No, that this one.
I think
Gonna
he's
go
going
for
to
a
go
bank.
for, yeah.
Or maybe not.
Just to keep us guessing here in the box.
I think he's just figuring out what sort of positional play is. Wow, what a shot. No response.
Nothing. Nada. A little pause. Wow. Wojtek well played, readies himself again. A little disruption with the bar downstairs. Sending up food. Just at the moment when he was about to play the shot, so well done by him, taking that extra bit of time just to compose himself. Keeping us at 1-1. Going with the break. Great stuff. Top pool. Is unfortunate. The head ball just wiping its feet in the middle bag and coming back out, and it's decided to hide behind the 9 ball, leaving Albin in the predicament. Push being the obvious choice to make. Where, not so obvious. Has allowed him to see a bit too much of that for my liking. However, the proof will be in the pudding. Gently done. Nice and safe. Appears Albin is taking his jump cue. So he feels that there is value in attacking this. Maybe looking at the bank into the centre pocket with an element of control for the 2 would be a very, very nice shot if he were to make it. Or even if he were to play it. Good contact.
Yeah, we've seen how good he is with the jump cue, and he showed it just another time.
He doesn't make many mistakes with the jump stick in his hand.
No.
Played that very well. Doesn't need to do too much here.
Just like I said, he doesn't take much time.
No. And from an unfortunate leave for Albin off of his break, a couple of safeties, and Wojtek finds himself in pole position with a very good chance to take the 3rd frame and the lead. Small round of applause from the crowd here, with 4 Polish players making the last 16. There's a good contingency of them here in support of Wojtek. So with that being the first rack to go against the break, could this be a sign of a march from our Polish player here? I know he'd sure like it to be. Another big break.
And another big opener needed for this rack.
Yeah, possibly the toughest shot of the rack. Just off straight. You'd fancy him to make it as long as he doesn't give it too much welly.
Excellent shot. But he left himself straight on the 3 ball, though.
Yeah.
So he needs to roll forward. His delicate shot needed.
Yeah, this will give us a chance to see his touch.
just a little short. Maybe
Mhm.
10 centimeters further up table would be better. It's still makeable. The advantage is that there's no ball in the way near the 6, so you could go up and down.
I think he'll have to.
Yeah. No, I mean the route. It's free. There's no obstacles. If he doesn't hit the 6. And
If
he hit the 6, and I think he still has a shot.
yeah, he's going to be toying with the 8 here, so there's a good chance he'll need to put a bit of topspin or something to encourage the cue ball to travel a bit more.
Can he avoid the 8? Not sure.
Yeah, it looked tight when on the other camera angle.
Well judged.
Yeah.
Maybe just
Just
a
needs it
little
to
too
hold.
far.
Yeah, just needed it to hold a smidge more, but
Yeah, that's where he wants to leave the cue ball around that area. So
yeah.
he can just drop the 6 balls in, the 6 ball in, and play the cue ball in the center of the table to have a shot on the 7.
Can afford to overrun it a couple of balls. He's hit that well. Oh, good position.
Where's the white going? Oof. Wait.
Talk about dicing with death.
Thrill seeker. It's for the audience in the stream
Absolutely.
to keep everybody awake.
Expected a little bit more of a kick off that cushion. He didn't get to the cushion for the kick. So, another test of his cueing.
Good shot, good shot.
Was a pressure shot.
Not sure what he was saying, but
Forcing Albin to have to break Wojtek's serve.
can you give us?
Could you take that? So Albin
So-
has to stick with his break here and break Wojtek's break. Early days yet, but promising signs from the Polish player.
So if you're watching on Facebook live, just click the share button for us, please. Let's get this viewer amount up for this great final. 2019 Stella Artois Open.
Yeah, useful break.
Yeah, very. It's a 3 ball there at the corner.
And he's just looking at where he runs it around to and if he's going to have any problem with the 5 getting in the way. So
Is he playing this with right hand English, do you think?
looks like it. He's going to come 1, 2, 3 cushions. One, 2, and 3.
And that's not it.
He was worried that he was going to contact the 5, so I thought he wasn't going to put as much side on it.
Mm.
But these are the sort of situations that can really play on your mind.
But we
However,
already know how good he is with the jump cue.
quite.
Wobbled a bit, but he went in, and that's what counts.
Yep. Gets himself back into position.
Maybe just a little draw here. Or really go forward around 9.
I think if he was in a bit more of a rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
he would definitely play around the 9.
He's playing catch up now.
Yeah. Maybe that'll keep him playing a little tighter, less movement of the cue ball. Remains to be seen. Looks like he's eyeing up a very
He's going
gentle
forward.
stun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not completely comfortable yet. Someone can't look. Ooh.
Slightly touched the 9, but he's okay.
Paid off.
Can he reach it from here? I don't think so. Out comes the extension.
He's still reaching somewhat for this.
Mm-hmm. And he has to avoid the 7 with his shirt, and
Yeah.
that's not it. Yeah.
Is there no rest under the table?
There are. Enough.
Well, Wojtek doesn't need asking twice. He's playing very controlled and taking advantage of Albin's mistakes. You can't ask for much more than that.
No. That's all he has to do. For now.
Yep.
It's easier said than done.
No, and you can never write Albin off
No.
in any situation, to be fair. Yeah. Can't tell too much from looking at Albin, what he's thinking. But I dare say he's composing himself inside. He never seems to look fazed. One of his many attributes. And with that strong break, we find that he's covered by the 7 from a shot on the 1. Again, leaving him with limited options of where to push. So it will be interesting to see what Srozynski does.
He's pushing out for a semi
the
jump.
edge.
Yeah, I think he just has to jump slightly over the 7. Don't you think?
To pot it, yes. There is a chance of banking it across the table. I think he can see enough of the edge to play a bank.
I'm actually waiting if he could get it back.
It'll be interesting to see now what he played for. We get to see it. He's playing for the bank. He played a great bank in the centre, I believe in the first or second frame. Second frame, I think. Be interesting to see what his bank game is like. Ooh,
The double kiss was always a danger.
Danger, yeah.
If you don't play that bank without any extra side on the cue ball.
Yeah. Yeah. He did hit it well. It looked like it was on its way. However, fortunately, not left Albin with a clear shot angle on this one. But he can certainly see enough of it to muscle out a safety. I think he's looking to bring the cue ball up 2-3 cushions up towards the 5, swinging it round the 3. But we should be interesting to see what he does here. He avoided the
Just
double
avoids
kiss.
it, yeah.
He was looking to get that cue ball up tight behind the 5, and it certainly was on its way. Is he going to get into this and try and suck the cue ball up behind the 8? He certainly is. I dare say he's achieved it to great success. That is a shot I like. And when it's executed, can be a real game changer.
Yeah, there's not an easy route other than just the one railer
Yep.
that he's looking at.
Even picking up a slight bit of the second rail. That one ball could chase down the cushion. Difficult to see how much of a gap. Good inch. Where is this? Wow.
That's close, but the white's
I have to say,
scratched.
when he was addressing it,
Mhm.
it didn't look like he had the right angle, but he put a lot of left-hand side on that to check it up.
That's a warning. Throwing the cue ball on the table. Now he's looking at the 2 ball because the 2 ball doesn't have a free line to the corner pocket, so he might have to choose to play the kiss shot on the 5.
Yeah. Certainly looks on that shot. It's all about keeping the 3 somewhere healthy. Sorry, the 2
Two.
rather. It's not a gimme.
No. Far from it. A big sigh from Wojtek.
I still fancy him for it.
Needs to put in some speed to give the 2 ball a chance to reach the pocket. He overcut it,
He did.
and he left a chance.
And I don't think the 6 has come to his rescue here.
Oh, there's a tap on the table. Maybe he did.
If he can't see it, then I dare say he'll have to play cushion first with some side, but he's addressing the ball like he can.
Easy peasy. Oof.
However, this isn't.
No. What will he play? Will he play the bank shot, or does he go for a safety? I think he's going.
Bank.
Yeah. No.
No, and he didn't leave himself on the 6 either, so
Yeah. Disgusted with his shot.
it's just not happening for Albin right now. Nice. Yep, executed well. Brought the cue ball back to ensure he had this angle. And just feather it up past the middle bag here. And looking good for 5-1. I bet he's thinking all of his Christmases have come at once. He would certainly have taken a 5-1 lead before this match started. However, he's had to work hard. So just gets over the halfway mark. Up 5-1.
Powerful break,
Yeah, he really got it working.
and by powerful, I mean 3 balls on the break and a shot on a 3. Although he's a little hampered by the 7.
Yeah. He's not having it his own way today. He's going to have to work for this. Wow.
Again, not happy with his positional shot.
Played a great opening shot
Yeah,
after the
he's
break.
playing left-handed. Not a problem.
Not a problem. And an angle. So he can play through off the cushion, or if he can get underneath it, stun it up. Just like that. And a stun should close this out. And Albin quickly ridding any frustrations he may have and closing the gap to 3 to 5-2. Like I said before, you never want to count Albin out, so important that Wojtek capitalizes from this break, keeps the pressure on,
Yeah.
keeps Albin questioning.
And you could see he was speeding up a little in his last few shots, and we've seen it earlier. That he was thinking, hey, it's not gonna happen. Now I'm gonna sort of freestyle a little. So maybe could be a turn in this match.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because it's Wojtek's break. So it's his opportunity to make a ball on the break and run the rack. Oh, one thing's done. Ball on the break, and he's got a shot on the one.
And the one looks just far enough past the middle bag. So that he could play it down the cushion here. It's a tough little shot.
Mm-hmm. But almost automatic position on the 2 ball
Yeah.
if you don't scratch.
And if it does rattle, he's good chance of covering it.
That doesn't rattle.
That didn't rattle. Fortunately, he has
yeah.
covered it.
But I think he was very fortunate not to rattle, otherwise he would have left it in this case.
Yeah. Right through the gap. So there is an option to spin it into the cushion as if you were looking to swerve around the 2 and fire it off the cushion onto the 1 ball. A tricky shot, but certainly a possibility. The up and down in between the 3 and the 4 is always there. A lot of distance for the cue ball to travel. And if he wanted an easy escape, he could come through the 9 and the 2 here, so, and off the bulk cushion. So it'd be interesting to see how he tackles this. He may feel coming off the bulk cushion he's got a good chance of pushing the cue ball up behind the 2.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's aiming for. Yeah, had a good chance, but
Yeah.
left it wide open in this case. It's just not happening for Albin so far in this final.
No. Yeah, shaking his head, wondering what's happening. He's been here before.
Yeah,
He's seen it all before.
sure.
nice.
I think when he shot this shot, he's thinking not too far like the other one. You remember?
Yeah, quite.
Maybe that's why he's come up a little short. Should be fine.
Bit straight. Gonna have to drag it back. Oh, I forced it into the cushion to try and get a better angle.
Oh, sponsor patch.
He needs an orange forks one to stick that on with.
He'll stick on the rest of the event.
Yeah, he's taken these very well. You're very well played.
Yeah. 6-2 in a race to 9. That's a very, very comfortable lead. 4x
I
in
don't want to
between.
say anything too loud.
No, of course. But the signs are not in Albin's favor at the moment. But like you said, he's been there many a times.
Yeah, and that can take the pressure off him even more and relax him up a little. And if, like Albin, you can
That's good enough.
survive the Moscone Cup and the pressure that comes with that, it goes to show how composed these boys can be.
Wojtek thought it was a illegal break, but
It's good to keep an eye on that.
yeah. But 2 balls were pocketed.
So only one needed to pass the head string. He's just looking at his options for the 3. Combination looks the most appropriate. It's critical. He keeps the cue ball where he feels he can still have a shot on the 3 afterwards.
Well done. Also good control of the 3 and the cue ball.
The 9 is in the way of staying low on this 6, I believe. So he may have to come up high and bounce it off this bolt cushion.
Yeah, well done. I think it's good enough.
If you can avoid the 9.
I think he can avoid the 9.
Yeah.
And then, if you like, maybe come twice across the table. He's digging in a little.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's the 9
creative route.
going? Where's the 9 going?
Hey,
Anything can happen.
little smile.
A little wry smile. So he couldn't avoid the 9 there, and instead of trying to avoid it, he just thought he would pot it. A little bit of favour is the flavour for Albin. Maybe deserves a little. winning off his break is always the first and foremost. And he's still going to need to break Wojtek a few times, so no better time like the present. Let's see how this break fares for the Polishman.
If you're watching through Facebook Live, please click the share button. It's almost 300 people watching this stream on Facebook, 300 on YouTube. Would be nice if you could reach 1,000 today. Still got time. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, good pace. He's just having a double check of the 7 ball. The 7 ball is really the only ball that could cause him a problem. It's not clearly obvious where he's going to put it. But he has a good chance here to pop the cue ball over.
Or use the 9.
Yeah.
To control the white. Either way, it's good enough. 8 ball, same pocket.
I think he's gonna try and top spin it to somewhere there. Maybe even natural angle. I think it would be too much to ask to try and bring the cue ball round. So putting the 8 in the same pocket is a good shout, Jimmy.
Well played. Going for the 9 in the center pocket, I think, yeah.
Yeah. All about pace. Yeah, important to win on your break. And with the lead that Wojtek has, it's key to finding the victory today, or at least securing the victory. And Albin will be astute and fully aware of that. So Albin to break. 7-3 down. Race to 9.
Oof. You saw
Did you
it?
see where that line went?
Yeah.
Dare I say a monster break. capitalizing from a very good break.
Yeah, so now all Wojtek has to do is keep his break,
Yeah.
and that's what Albin also knows. So it's going to be a tough task. Tall order to win.
Yeah, it would be well, let's not predict the future. However, I fully trust that Albin will give it all he's got. And dare say Wojtek will too. Pool can be a funny game.
Oh, well hit. Does he get rewarded?
Ooh. Is that a gap?
No, there is a gap, but not to make the one. I think he can only play the combination.
He could be good with the combination here if it's quite straight, because the one will pop over towards the left corner and the cue ball should hang around where the 5 is now.
He barely makes it.
Yeah, the one didn't
But,
move as much as
yeah.
I thought. Now we
Okay,
can see a safety.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play the 1 into the 4 to control its position. Use
Yeah.
the 8 to 9 as a wall to hide behind it. But I think there's a gap. No.
No. In some respects he did well not tying it up, because with
There is a gap to jump.
well, quite.
That's why he was a little bit disappointed, because I'm pretty sure he wanted the 1 ball tied up to the 4, but which would have made it more difficult
Definitely
for
yeah.
Albin to make something from this. It's really close.
It might go back in.
It's too short. He'll be in front of the bucket.
Well, that was an excellent effort. It was all but in.
Mm-hmm. It looked.
Hmm.
It looked in for a millisecond.
Yeah, dare I say the pace kept it out, but that was a very well executed jump shot. It's a shame that he's left Srozynski in this position. The clearance is definitely on.
Some people coming down from the 2nd floor.
Getting to the tail end of the side game.
Just popping in to see the last few racks.
Yeah, he's going for the pot.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know if there was value in considering the combo. The cue ball seemed to deaden up off the second cushion and was tracking towards the 6. But it's crept out enough to give. I want you to take a very good look at this. Has he got enough pace?
Good shot.
Yeah.
Good angle to make the 4 come naturally across the center of the table. Have a good angle on the 6.
Good pace. Playing well.
Yeah, not messing about.
No.
Except for the 9 ball, taking some extra seconds.
We'll give him that. Yeah, it's a tough spot for Albin now. He's very much up against it. Balls dropping everywhere there.
Yeah. I made 2 balls. Got a shot on the 1. Not sure if it passes the 7 though. Here in the corner.
No, all past the 2. Difficult to tell.
Yeah. Really go for the 3 ball.
Yeah. Off the 1 with the cue ball, or will he
Or
cut
really,
the 1
yeah.
onto it? Time will tell.
I think if he cuts the 1, he can avoid the scratch, but he's going for the kiss of the 1.
Yeah. Has to play this with finesse. Or not. Wow. He's unfortunate in how he's ended up.
Actually, I wanted to tell that he didn't need to shoot it hard
No,
to avoid the scratch.
I wouldn't have hit that hard at all. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think Albin showing a sign of frustration, probably the first real sign of frustration in this match. But yeah, I agree with you, Jimmy. I didn't see the value in hitting that hard.
The kiss
Yeah.
shot. No. I think he was afraid not to come back and at the table after not having the cue ball up table anymore. But
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
was always a danger when you would he would hit it full. He would go straight to the corner pocket.
That's normal procedure for me.
So next time,
Soft.
hard.
Oh.
He was unlucky to get snookered behind the 7, but
Yeah. I was watching the cue ball tracing towards the corner pocket and my heart was in my mouth. So Wojtek with a big 1 ball, which I guess is looking smaller and smaller every time he looks at it.
maybe for the match,
championship,
for the
yep.
championship.
4 Polish players making the last 16, it was always good to see at least one make the final. These lads put in a lot of work on the table.
Bounce.
This is the key shot.
Still not there.
This is the key
But
shot.
don't see a problem, of course. Don't know how many tournaments he won so far.
No, I didn't check.
And how big of a prize this would be to him in compared to other wins. But
Well, there's a lot of prize money.
2,750 is a nice check to bring back home.
I definitely think there should be a round of beers for everyone here watching.
The minimum one round.
Minimum one.
Yeah. Played the
He had to
more
do
delicate shot.
that. He had to do that to get the cue ball coming back this way. Great pace.
This could be it.
Yep. Elected not to rush it. Just looking at if he wants to come across the table with the cue ball or just gently stun it backwards up off this cush. Looks like he's gonna put it into the cush. Yeah. Credit where's credit's due. He did not give Albin a look in the 2019 Stella Artois Open champion is Wojtek Srozynski.
Thank you all for watching. Sorry, Gethin.
Please carry on.
Both wanted to thank you all for watching the final. It was great to have you all in the live stream, in the chat. Thank you for being involved.
And thank you to Klokke the Tavern
Yeah,
for hosting such a wonderful event.
we hope to see you next year too for the 2025th Stella Artois Open. Small Jubilee edition,
Wow.
anniversary.
Should be interesting.
We will just leave the stream running a little for the award ceremony.
Yeah. And don't forget
And,
to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you will be kept informed of all future tournaments that we'll be streaming. And obviously share and like our Facebook page, and you'll be kept up to date through that as well.
Thank you for joining in the commentary, Gethin.
It's starting to liven up in
Yeah,
here
yeah,
now.
yeah. They had to be really quiet for 3 days. Thank you all for joining the live stream. We will switch off the commentary and leave the stream running for just a little while. Thank you.
Ale jest trudniejsze, co? Trzeba było trenować. Nagrywałem cię od jedynki, bo liczyłem, że zajebiesz taką cofkę jak Corey Jewel i potem dobijesz szybciutko, ale za długo by tak. Ale miałem bardzo długi mostek, miałem, nie? Co? Nie. Co z pecha miał? Taką miałem jedynkę, taką białą miałem? Taką jedynkę? Dwójkę miałem to. Liczę, że wyciągnie cefunie. Wyciągnąłem tu. Ale to
I tu,
to.
Stałą kulę?
Nie, do końca pamięci, że taki nie zrobił, że mogę się sklepać już tutaj, nie? Ale się będzie giba z tobą chwalił teraz.
Teraz już będzie wiedział jak się nazywasz, bo przed wyjazdem nie wiedział jak się nazywasz.
Łukasz Kroczyński, Europol.
No a co? Proponuję działać? No, super, jak ci szkoda zleci tak, że na szereg nie tak?
I play next year. I play next year. I want the tickets.
Here is the real winner. You have 5 years study, wiesz? Yeah. So you're gonna play next year. Late Cliff.
Wojtek,
Okay, so the real final.
3 minuutjes. En wat tussen.
die 3 minuten dat ze met een speech weten.
Eigenlijk, ja.
Alles van de lokale krant voor de finale zijn. Die komen dat ieder jaar overal. Ik heb dat al geloofd.
Bedankt om deel te nemen. Maar eigenlijk is het hier nog niet. Ik vind het 6 euro. Het is misschien een stap.
Wel thuis? Neem jullie
Hoeveel was het? De andere was Wojtek.
Ah, zie je?
just for a little signature that you get what you deserve.
Misschien zijn er Leute, die wat kijken von den Fotos.
Ah ja, closing ceremony. You can already put your signature down. For hoping to get what you want.
So I have some pictures for the closing ceremony.
Only if you stop here. Thank you.
En wat is of moet je dat ook niet doen? De bloemenmeisje.
Dat is belangrijk wel.
Speech!
Kan die micro over?
Goedenavond allemaal.
Oh, de kleine is die, professionals.
Good evening everybody. Dames, heren, ladies, gentlemen. Dutch speaking, English understanding. Vierde editie van de Stella Artois. Stella Artois en de Klokke. Met
Wil je er ook van
twee
bestaan?
personen aan het stuur. Of
Alain, moet-
convoyeurs, of hoe dat wil doen.
Alain, nee, blijf ik erachter staan, ja. Goed.
Gaëtan, Cliff, de twee mannen achter het volledige evenement, achter de centen, achter de accommodatie, de infrastructuur, achter het idee, de mannen die het verwezenlijken al 4 jaar op rij en going up, staying, als maar groter. Dit weekend, of deze voorbije 4 dagen, hebben we 96 man. Vorig jaar waren het er 75, daarvoor waren het er 64 en 64. En nu laatste jaar hebben we voor 128. Niet waar, Gaëtan?
Ja, kom aan, tuurlijk, kom aan, hè.
Dus sowieso, dit evenement is sowieso ook altijd fantastisch. Ik zelf ben altijd blij dat ik er mag bij zijn. Ook al ben ik de indruk dat die mensen maar die werken, maar goed. En op dat moment.
Op de zenuw.
Ja, absoluut. Nu, 96 deelnemers, we hadden 4 dames, we hadden Iris, we hadden Kendra en we hadden de zusjes Kodjaeva. Het vreemd op dat de dames meedoen, hopelijk in de toekomst nog veel meer. En dan ze nog verder raken ook. Normaal zien.
Nee, Johnny,
Daar hebben we beneden mee.
Dat is beneden, nee, dat moet
De micro is van beneden. Nee?
nee, maar die hoor je niet.
maar bij.
Maar die hebben hen. Hadiku, 96 deelnemers, 96 participants, 59 foreigners. A lot of Polish guys, 1 Austrian, a lot of English speaking, British, Irish,
And they all go
from
back
across
to,
the
they all go
channel.
back.
And we love to see them back year after year. This year, the Polish invasion, 4 men in the last 16, quite incredible. There's still 2 guys playing the final for the side event up there. But here we are with the 2 last men standing. Last year, he was the one who got the biggest check. This year it's a little bit smaller, but nonetheless, Albin, congrats with your second place. And Wojtek, I don't know if this is the first time for you in a final. Yeah? Okay, so for winning his first final here in Belgium in Ostend in the Klokke, Wojtek Srozynski. We hope to see them all again. Albin eager to take a third final next finales en een kwartfinale. Zijn er niet kunnen die op dat gaan doen en gelijk aan het toernooi. Dus ik zou nog zeggen, drinkt allemaal nog in voor de liefhebbers. De rest nog een 10-tal minuten pool op het tweede verdiep. En dan hebben we straks nog een kleine ceremonie voor de winnaar van hierboven zit. Merci voor jullie allemaal te zijn. Merci dat het allemaal netjes en stellig gebleven is en aandachtig en enthousiast. Dus tot de volgende keer. Voor dat je eigenlijk wegkomt, wil je me niet vergeten van de meesten van den Baard te bedanken. Tatjana, Mark, Erwin, Ivo, La Mama, Jaikan, chef Microhof, dat we zeggen. Chef Microwave, sorry. De sponsors natuurlijk, maar we moeten toch hartelijk prijzen aan de mannen die ons het internet ophelpen. Orange Works, met aan het hoofd Jimmy Warren. Jimmy! Jimmy! En Kevin. En kijken hoe snel wij vandaag. Paco! Thanks again and enjoy the evening.
Eet van de man naar een rapport, hè?
Ja.
Zeker. Zeker en vast.
Oké. Bedankt.
Nee, maar ja, dat we...
Oké, goed.
Komt in orde, baas.
Ja.
En foto's trekken van...
Biljart en sport.
Ik ga maar niet weten zeggen. Ja, natuurlijk. Doe het, hè.
Op het spel van Paris 2024.
Dan moet je er nu geen foto's trekken.
Die evenement vanmiddag gestart is, maar nog 60 en voor 2 andere ploegen die ook finale staan.
Wat moet je doen, hè? Hier.
Dus we hebben nog jaren
Proberen, ja. Dat is nog iets dat je mag horen.
Dank voor de...
Dat is het moeilijkste.
Maar nee, maar op, dat was...
Nou, Jimmy, je hebt een half uur om alles af te breken, hè, man. Hey, kom op, man.
Anders betalen we niet, hè.
Hey, ik kreeg er wel, hè.
Next year we'll make it wrong. Wojtek en
It's time.
Yes, it's time to rumble.
Shall we?
Yes, I come.
slippery.
You're the winner. You thought to win against the world champion. It's the first time you play.
What is Gaetan?
Oh, he played him before. He played in Moscow.
In another tournament.
He beat him
John,
before.
is Gaetan op beneden?
Hij is 12. Dus als hij niet nog boven, dus hij is 12.
So you go Premier Cup drinken.
And then you won.
Easy, Toby.
Toby Macaroni.
En dan ben ik nou niet.
Toby.
Macaroni.
Very fast replay there. It was 6-1 and came back.
Yeah.
And then 9-5.
9-6. Now it was 9-4.
Ik moet je erin doen.
Scoring or
Ja, dan hoor ik het. En dan
you were better tactical or
Dat is nou niet op mijn hoofd.
Is dat niet van hem?
Albin made a couple of mistakes.
En achterin,
tried
hè.
to play my pulls. His break was very good. My break was.
back
never-
to my
never
roots?
missed.
How
I think
old are you?
he didn't miss the shot, I think.
How old are you?
What time?
Ja,
Well, I
ja.
played safety. 99.
Melvin! Melvin!
You 99.
29. Oh, sorry.
Ah, sorry.
20.
And you live
In Poland.
you play every day or 4 times a week?
5 times. 5 times a week.
And every tournament already in all years?
Yeah, this is my biggest one. This is his first biggest tournament in Europe. Whatever. And next year,
Well, you come back
next
in
week,
next year.
Linde.
Yeah.
Next week, you're to Linde.
It's enough. It's enough. You can pay for staying.
A couple of years.
Staying.
The guys coming to us. I should ask Gaetan. I think he said 4 to me, but I was not sure. I should ask him. He takes care of those things. You can write me over, but I think that's it.
Okay.
I think Gaetan is downstairs.
Gaetan is everywhere.
Ja, joh.
Jong. Wat anders op voetballen, hè?
Ja, ja, ja.
Zoekbaarbol, maar hoe ja.
Ik speel veel tabbilen. Tap? Ja. Snauskerken daar, een cafeetje. Oh, redelijk van niveau. Maar zijn daar ook goeie, hè?
Thursday started to play.
Ja.
Broke the thing behind the knee.
Hey, lay down on the billiard. Come on, lay down.
I couldn't put much pressure on the right leg. At the 6th ball, I was only standing on the right leg. And
You got a good training against me, eh?
it's not stable. That's the only problem.
Ja, oké, thank you.
Foto maar dan.
Much take painkillers and everything, so it's okay. Eurotour, they work really.
Ja. You go home, Albin.
Tomorrow morning.
You leave today?
Nee, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Ja, te 4 ja. Te 4 komt nog terug.
Because it's only from here. It's only 2 hours drive.
Every hour with my kid is
Yes.
better than staying in Linde.
And then you come
To Linde, yes.
airplane or car?
1200 kilometers.
I know, yeah.
1200.
Yeah, you came by car.
Yeah, we came.
To Holland. Started car to play the European Championship. Because 3 weeks is easier.
We came to Klagenfurt. Never forget. We had a couple of bad accidents in Klagenfurt.
My car got towed. My dad parked the car with he hit something. He hit something with my car. I was like in the hotel like shit.
Thursday morning we wake up, the car was gone.
There was market. My car was gone.
Yeah. It was market. It was market.
Oh, you were in the city.
Yes. It was market.
They said to us you can park here. We said okay. We parked. The next morning
It was gone.
250.
280. Yeah. And the hotel pays 150, 140. Discussion because it's then in the book. You can park every day from then to then. Like on white.
Yeah, it's Thursday and Saturday.
So Klagenfurt, but it's not so nice. You play there. Your hotel is there. You have got a better accommodation. No?
We have a hotel, but they don't work together with us. That's the only problem. It's right at the sea and the lake.
Did you say I started the bottom and didn't realise bottom meant ass?
This year again?
Maybe it's in Finland, but it's like 30 kilometers away.
I'm like, I love
Okay. I hope.
The other Euro Tour, it's far away from you, St. John. It's far?
Treviso is also 30.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
From Frankfurt it's only 30 kilometers to Italy.
You live in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
You've been to Bucharest? Open? No. Yeah, and good. Organizational.
All is
Organized.
41.
Van camera vult niet.
Yeah. Many good looking girls. It's a huge area. There is like 41 tables. There's swimming pool, gym, 3 restaurants, everything in one building.
And cheap for setting. Okay. I go.
For the girls.
Take a look for next year.
Let's get on that. Let's get on.
Okay. Yeah.
We have him in there.
Lucky Rose.
He played. He
Hey,
made
fuck
pretty
him,
cool
hey.
shots.
In the half final you have a great good player, eh? Good player.
He played. He was really good. He made
Yeah.
really good shots. But
He can go
yeah.
with the
I thought you still win in the final. You was 7-3 behind. I thought you
Yeah, but he still
Yes.
ran out and he didn't.
yeah.
I mean, he missed 2 or 3 times and didn't have a shot on anything. So
Maybe next year if you don't come here, give it.
last year he lost to Mark.
yeah.
Okay, you come next year. Then you bring your sister with you. I asked her, and she said maybe.
She came home on Wednesday from China. Because they had the New Year now. They had live TV. She was.
Next year does not come. Instead of
I
Ouschan.
will ask her. But
Instead of Albin.
The cute.
Albin is the forename. Your family name is Ouschan. Yeah. Just me. Ouschan. Yeah. Yeah, it's
makes sense.
so next year just me come.
Yeah, right on. And you're playing with your sister's cue.
My cue, the weeks to spin is not straight.
He has a new
Ja, die kan eraf.
Ja, ik zal heel veel. Ik
don't open it because it's so light. So if you open it, it's nothing in it. You think I'm joking, you stay in it, and you come home.
Virgin weet niet wat dat bal is. Wat dat bal is? Ik ga nu voor
Yeah.
phone number or something else you can call me.